Welcome to Proud Chocolate. Those who share my videos again, I say thank you. Those who give good feedback, thank you.
Number 1 Kenya mzima, East Africa, mambo ni hapa. Kila kitu ni tamu tamu, tamu tamu, tamu tamu zaidi. Moto.
Diaspora people, I'm here to talk to you again. You know me and you, we are always clashing. It's not about me, by the way. It's not about me. If I told you just want to start typing there, at you ignore them. Americans, I hope you're awake now. So I pass my love to all of you, my sisters in the United States. Take care of yourselves. We love you. No matter what we do, no matter what we talk, don't take things too serious. So Facebook Kenya branch for me is the most entertaining and I love it and it's like that. But at the same time, Kenyan women have so much drama. It has become too much. Our Kenyan sisters and brothers, our Luo sisters and brothers, even though I know that Cougars and Calais and Luyas and Tesos and Nandis and Kisses also love drama. But this one of ours is on top of it. If you don't understand Luo, please, don't take me wrong. I have to speak in Luo, okay? So I hope you forgive me for that. Forgive me. Now, Yuluma ni Kenya. Ntira chai moro boso donyo internet kae mo kaero. Mona rio kata deko chako bodre engwe ya mokaendi. To kuru uloko ni diaspora duto. Diaspora duong. Molo duto diaspora en a name motinga ngowa motingo ji duto tete mowuok e pinje mopogore ko biro dak e piny moro. Omiyo diaspora no ken ga diaspora ni nying mond luo mani Europe gi America. Diaspora is a big word. But gima wara hinya ni yani ngama nyako ko athurgi adir ko athurgi modhi loka sama gibiro ga ginga nyiri Nyasaye okwanya otinya out of your family kuom jodu duto in moyieri otinya ni kuom jodu ka no tinga ni mokela ka ane ka Nyasaye onge ni nyathini to nyaka gol ka en gimane dia koni with reasons Nyasaye onge reasons emo miyo no keti koni mondo tingi mogoli kuma no goli e moteri loka eno herinde kata no nibiro mana ko kendi kata nibiro no keli kata nibiro limbe kata ngo mondi bino mi yud visa no mi biloka koni en ga gimatek kora penje ni yani kise biro loka ka mi yudo kar dak mi nyaka yudo nyaka dichuo mo kendi mo mi nyaka nyithindo mi nyuolo mi enjoy life ya ango ma pod kendo pod manyo ga kuom Jothum ma Kenya jowadu apenja gi muolo wang'isi gimoro achiel ka uno joluo ma winja uduto ing'e ka chon ne jok noga biro Germany ket ne jocho gan Germans are racists no winjo kamano ji te ong'eyo momiyo nyiri mano biro Germany ka most of them gin nyiri mano biro ka tendo onge nyako mang'eyo e around osiepena e Germany kae ma nochopo Germany kae ndiko sechopo higni 30 kata 25 onge kata chiel nwa biro kae ndi most of us nyiri ma unene e ng'weyamo ka mostly nyiri mang'eny ma kata mielo runga ohangla e internet kae dito wa Germany yaloso from Germany gin nyiri ma biro ge program iluongo ni au pair ok duto au pair nwafwenyo around 2004 the earliest nyiri matindo ma earliest ma biro Germany katimo au pair ne gibiro 2002 to maone pod gibiro achiel kata ariyo kende ngata manyisi no sebedo Germany kaendi more than 19 years ok no biro go pair tie nyiri mano biro ka 1992 tie nyiri mano biro kaendi kiam kaka ne gibiro mago takia omiyo jok moko malando ga rumors go kanya endo ni nyiri ma Germany no Mombasa anteri nyani kata Mombasa na kieyo madhi Mombasa pokanya no gitienda omiyo ngat mangisa kaeni at all those girls who came from who live in Germany came with wazungu walivolewa na wazungu hey please don't compare every girl with you. If you feel like you are old and you're a woman, don't think everybody is old and woman here. In Germany, we have only young girls, and I'm very proud of them. Most of us came after high school. So don't think that everybody who is laughing with you is your age mate. Don't think that everybody who is in Germany is your age mate. No. Don't think that everybody who is in the diaspora is your age mate. No. Don't think that everybody who is in where is your age mate. All people who are on your friends list, all people who are in your class are not your age mates. Just yesterday, I was seeing why there are things that were very difficult for me to understand in class. You know, I remember when I was in class 5, for example, in boarding school, some girls came from Nairobi. They were huge and big and they had big breasts and they were having hairs everywhere. We were showering in one bathroom. So you look at a girl and you're wondering, where am I? Because this is a girl from my class. Where am I still small? mature as the other ones. So you're in class here, you're struggling, somebody's always having an A in maths. You are overreading, you are doing extra homework, you are cramming the timetable, but when it comes to exams, you are still becoming a number 10 or number 4, and those girls, those big ones, are becoming number 1, 2s. I'm trying to tell you this. If your child is in the same class with your neighbor's child or your girlfriend's child, and you think that your child is not performing well, and your girlfriend's child is performing well, it's just because those are the people in our class, brains are more mature than them. They can take in more things. They understand better and faster than your child. Your child is still small. If you look properly, you'll find that your child may be even 5 years younger than them. So this one, now I want to relate it to the diaspora, especially our Luo women here, because I have a lot of other tribes friends, but they don't behave as badly as most of the Luo girls that I see online. You know, I feel better with them because when I sit down to discuss things with them, they correct me, they teach me, they feed me. You know, it's positive things because we don't have anything Luo in common. We are having humanity in common. We are having sisterhood in common. We are having diaspora in common, not Luo. So now, these women who are so notorious on social media, they always think that every woman in the diaspora is their age mate. Sister, we are not your age mates. I'm not trying to put age to be a problem, no. But behaviors, I'm speaking about specific people. People who we should call our mothers. At 35 years heading to 36, I must know how to behave on the internet. I'm no longer a child. We have a woman who has big kids, like kids in the university, kids working, coming on the internet and still fighting for a Luo musician, You came from Kenya. Some of you have studied, have degrees, have PhDs, have masters, have whatever. You have gotten a job, you're working. Some of you who didn't study still did some college stuff and you're doing something. For you to survive in these countries out here for more than 10 years, you're doing something. People who boast of being successful, people who give themselves titles, like you're calling yourself Doctor Who, doctor. How can a doctor, a DR, lower themselves so much and come on the internet to fight over an Ohangla musician? How? What we should be doing as people in the diaspora, if we really love our musicians, is to support them, support their music, buy them instruments in a good way. If you have too much money, support them that way. Support and let them be. Luo musicians in Kenya, where would you diaspora? Not me for your advantage only, but uketo families gi, uketo ngi magiloka, confuse wigi. Luo musicians, where would you mond diaspora ka? Where would you want woman economy? Where would you call again? That come in diaspora, that come at one mohingi, and that come and get chura coni. Conge godo. Can you obey the gigi sugar daddy in a Moroccan Mako bate? Obokino ni mana duo, orobo mana ketoni, youngness marry. Nikech most of you Anglo musicians, unjo matre, you are young. Your room a bit bigger. Tojo ruba bunge ange, in an angato, my bed, got money get that cooking it surely. I'm on a podu. Internet. Some might behave come on the internet. You think you're getting the curses. Any parony you're living your life, I'm an individual. But you know what? Once you have sex and accept pregnancy and bring a child forth and start educating a child, you are attached to this child and you have to behave well to be an example to your child. There is no shortcut. You are your own child's role model and you have to behave. Behave. Secondly, I'm telling you musicians, Kenyan musicians, Luo musicians, why is it that people like Sauti Sol, like Susanawio, who have met even Oprah and Mandela and Will Smith and everybody, why did they come to live in the diaspora then? Why? Because on the ground things are different. Here in Germany, for example, they have their German musicians. If you find an African musician here, they're really struggling. Even an African musician who is born here in Germany, who is not white-skinned, is not known. They are there, but they're really struggling because here they know that they're Germans and they're white, and so they are only promoting mostly their what? Their color. So how do you think you, an Ohangla musician, you a Luo Rumba musician, how do you start to think that you can come to the diaspora and become Beyonce? It is impossible, no, you cannot. Ask President Banderson. I thought President Banderson went to America. Is he now Will Smith? Have you called him to ask if he's turned to Will Smith or he has turned to Boys to Men, or is he only performing in Kenyan clubs? Kikawundi ninga toka junior koro ni single boy ni koro a promote makoro fall in love kore kana fall in love kore kora luonge jamani ni obro bedo junior ma ensani oyo ko bobiro kaendi obo papo kaendi nitiere clubs moko mag jo Kenya gi jo Nigeria moko ma iwalo ma ji madhe ndawa 24 hours a day ma ji wale keto dok otka. Kata mana ni eti I'm booked you Monday to Friday kaka wan Kenya gibuko gicha. Onge. Kindly, you can only go and perform on that Saturday. From Friday, Saturday, eminya perform a club. Imagine odere, give them basements, moko matiso. Basement, emantiga e clubs, mag Africans go. To clubs madongo mag wazungu. Oh, okibidonje. Some years back, a Luo musician had the audacity to write to me telling me that the German ambassador has called him on the phone and wants to give him a 1-year visa to come and tour Germany in your dreams. The German ambassador has nothing to do with any visas or any whatever, nothing. The German ambassador is a diplomat who is representing the country but has nothing to do with office work and stuff. He or she doesn't even know who has gone to Germany, who has gotten a visa today, doesn't know. So there's no way the German ambassador is going to call you Luo or Hangla or Rumba musician to tell you to go and tour Germany. You know, this guy seriously told me that Achaya, you don't believe in me. Ichaya kabisa. Ichaya means umenidarau kabisa. However much I really love your music and you're talented, just leave lies to the side. It will not happen. And even if he had gotten a visa, like all of them get visas to come here to perform, why do they always come back? Because they're given exact visa of those days or those months that they're supposed to perform that they applied for. Unless they've applied for visit visa and then they're sneaking behind the doors performing in clubs, which when found out, or DJ Creme de la Creme, mwenye alienda America na visit visa, alafu kumbe anataka kwenda kuperform huko akashikwa, akapewa return. Ask Google DJ Creme de la Creme. Pride moko fake manano go ayuruga. Be satisfied with your life and accept reality. If you want to behave like a baby, then stop marrying, stop getting children and enjoy life. Young people, don't hurry to get married. That's why Musa Juma sang. If you know very well, you still want to enjoy your late adolescence. Enjoy your late adolescence before you marry. And if you know if you need to enjoy it because of other circumstances, then you got married. Tell your wife faster. So to live and go and enjoy your adolescence. Because I know by some people, human beings, adolescence comes too late. But there's nothing bad when our adolescence comes into a man and sticks and doesn't want to live. I know I don't want to talk here. Mungu nifunishe kunyamaza. Luckily, there are some things that I just can't avoid. When two diaspora women are fighting because of Luo musicians, then we are all branded. We are all affected because now the internet is over. The diaspora women, the Kenyan diaspora. Kenyan diaspora, we have even the daughter of Mama Phoebe CEO, the first woman MP in Kenya. Here in Lubeck, people like Auma Obama who live in Berlin, people like Dr. Machar, they are all in the diaspora. You want to paint such doctors, such high-level people, Luo women in the diaspora, just because you want to hide under false identity, just because you want to please people in the internet. You want to please the internet. You want to be worshipped on the internet. You know, the word nurse has been abused. So, to be a nurse, you have to have gone to school for at least 3 years, nursing school. You have done exams, you have done practicals, you have done what you have gone for exchange programs. You are a graduate nurse. But these diasporan women who keep jumping left and right at their doctors on Facebook, the real doctors are quiet because they don't have time for Facebook. If they have time for Facebook, it's time to do online conferences and to check on a few things left and right. Not to yap on Luo women groups and Luo men groups and to yap 24 hours. How do you yap 24 hours yet you're a doctor? When are you treating those patients? When are you in the clinic? When are you in the referral hospital? When? Doctors are busy. In fact, with this COVID, doctors are too busy. If you see them on the internet, they're wearing their masks and their uniforms. They're just explaining to you how to stay home. But there's no doctor who is on the internet dancing like me in the kitchen. Nothing like that. Oh, it's a no. So they are caretakers. We call them, for example, here in Germany, Pfleger. There is doctor of medicine, yeah? They are big. They are big people. And other doctors works nurses. Nurses can do what doctors do, only that they are a bit lower than the doctors. Yani, wanapewa instructions to daktari. They're always following doctor one-on-one. Then under here comes the Pfleger, the caretaker, who you are seeing on the internet telling you that doctors are abroad. So these caretakers are the ones who nurses tell, please clean that person, please check the temperature of that person, please that person in that room today has not been high pressure and stuff. They are given like maybe in a day like 10 patients to take care of. A nurse is a supervisor of a caretaker. It's only when you go to the hospital, they're wearing the same clothes. They wear the same because these are hospital uniforms. They take care of patients either in a nursing home or in a hospital. And then they're giving their patients, maybe 13 patients that they have to take care of. All of them, they have to wash them, they have to feed them, they have to change their beddings, they have to check their temperatures, they have to check their high blood pressure, and then they have to report to nurses. And if you want to be a nurse, then you apply for nursing. When you get college, you go to college, nursing school, and you go to the hospital 3 days, 3 days. Like that one they do in Germany like that. Most hospitals, they have their nursing schools. They earn well. I'm not saying they don't earn well. They really earn well. But a nurse earns more. I'm just telling you details. You see how my hand is not painted because of you people? How do I buy for you a car? And I don't even have a business in Kenya that I've invested in yet. Children in my family, maybe they still need some fees. How do I again go and buy for a community husband a car? Why are we stupid? Why are we so stupid? If you want to come abroad, so just come abroad in peace. The things you're doing in your house, so just do them in peace. If you bought me a car, do you have to go and tell the whole internet? You're making noise with your household stuff on the internet and painting all of us with that color. I'm talking because we are all affected. You know me, I'm a public person here. And then I'm hearing, you diaspora people, and I am the voice of the diaspora. I am a representative. I am Nyangia Cham Proud Chocolate. How do I feel? Me, you diaspora women, Diaspora women are so many and they're so quiet and they're so respectful, man. You cannot be putting us in a box because of 3, 4, 5 useless women on the internet. Being in the diaspora was such a respectful name. Our parents back at home would be priding in us, man. Our people, our schoolmates. And then now if my schoolmate sees me on the internet fighting over... Let me repeat this. Diaspora people, the waka from other countries. Don't think that the waka of Germany are your age. They are not. The waka in Germany came as au pairs. Au pair can only accept somebody between 18 and 24, not older. So there's no au pair that came here over 24. It is a lie. There's no one. If you went to wherever you went to, already married from maybe Mombasa, then how do you compare yourself with an 18-year-old who came to Germany as an au pair? They cannot be your age mates. Anybody who came as a married woman is a married woman and should behave like a married woman. There are some countries that people are also in, but people who are in those countries, at least they are mature. Like Canada, Australia, New Zealand. I don't ever hear so much drama. Of course, they have drama. Kenyans that have drama everywhere. But they're not waka like Europe and America. Europe, America, since Terry Nyang'ia came on the internet here and started doing lives with Luo music, people who their parents brought them with respect have become busybodies. People have just shifted focus from what brought them abroad, from their children, from their husbands. People are even divorcing because they want to be sung on Luo music. Luo musicians, we all tell wakajo yapa homo kudowiwa ukato hingima wako ka. Surely they're turning big women who came abroad 1900 when these Ohangla people were just in nursery. Those ones that are saying that they came married or they came from Mombasa or they went to study. I mean, you don't even have to listen to them saying. Just look at their faces and their profile pictures and pictures they post. When somebody's child is already 18, 19, 22, then where again are they still yapping under these kids' videos and these kids? Don't compete with me. I love Luo music from day one. I was a radio presenter at Ramogi FM. Yani anadongo do Luo yani. Wewe ulienda majuu kama unasikia, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on. Those days when I was dancing in the kitchen, you people were saying I'm very idle. That girl is so idle, only dancing in the kitchen all the time. What happened? Why are you now dancing also in the kitchen with your doctors? And you said these kitchens are found everywhere. But now, your kitchens, when we look at them now, where you're dancing because of COVID, everybody has now returned to the kitchen. Why are they not looking like mine? Why are they not looking like this one? Why? Stop competing for nothing. Ngamulo yulo nyatini romkoda. Nyatini maduong maybe katawa hinga gi age. Tawa hinga. Nyatini no ko joni min gi compete gi nyakomo man bedo hingo gi age modak Germany kujo. To jikon bedo lil kuomi. Jikono lil kuomi anne jikonda. Jikona ni chako nene wen. Jamile jikoni. Jikondo ni kaka yani ni chako nene wen. Bune no kata mana kan tie sign off kata gi mogware matin kama. If I'm so idle. Why is my kitchen shining like this every single day since the time you started seeing it? If everybody in abroad has the same, why are they not like this? Because now we are seeing them in your lives. We are seeing them. All of you are now cooking in the kitchen. all of you, all of the doctors and nurses in the whole of the diaspora, from Kenya branch, Facebook Kenya branch, they're all now dancing and cooking in the kitchen. But does their kitchen look like mine? You know the reason why I only show you this part is because I don't want to give you a headache. Relax. Respect yourself. Concentrate in your life. Ish. Facebook Kenya branch, drama. They are waka-wakaing out there that the women in Germany are all married to Wazungus. Is it your problem now? But why don't you're also in abroad? I mean, you're in the diaspora. Why don't you then look for a Mzungu? Is it not Mzungu land? Why are you jealous of young girls in Germany who are loved by Wazungus? Let me tell you, Kenyan Germans here in Germany, they're loved by Wazungus because, again, we came as au pairs. When we came as au pairs, we didn't come to work for Africans. Because it is just unfortunate. It's like that. Africans don't bring au pairs. It's Wazungus who have children, but they're very busy career-wise, who bring au pairs. Because au pair is expensive. Au pair is an expensive thing. It's an expensive business. You have to pay their flight. You pay their hospital bills the whole year. You pay for their food. You buy them clothes. You take them to school. And they only help you with work for only 5 hours. Saa moja mpaka saa tano. After saa tano, au pair ana rest. Au pair anaenda shule. Au pair anaenda shopping. Who can afford that? So now, if a girl has already come from Kenya, has arrived in Europe, and immediately lived with a Mzungu for a whole year or even more, how do you expect a girl again to go and look for black ass? So wachenani wivu tu yawa. Not everybody was meant to have a Mzungu. The other reason why we are very much married to Wazungus here, it's because the ratio between the girls and the men is 100 to 2. We have very few Kenyan men here. Yani, we have countable Kenyan men in Germany. Sasa kama Germany girls, sisi hapa, Kenyans in Germany, girls, we are over 20,000. And we have only 100 boys from Kenya. How will we marry all of them? Lazima tuchukue wazungu wabele. So nyinyi kama mko countries zenye wazungu hawapendi, msitublame. Wazungu wa Jerumani wanapenda tu wasichana wa Kenya. That is something that is there. So ukisha kama mzungu kakula chakula yao for a whole year, wengine hata wanakuextendia because when you finish that au pair, you then go and do social work. Most of these families, when they love you, they can even host you. So social work is another 1 year. And then you may even get a language school visa. Language school visa, you need a place to stay. These Mzungus, if they love you, they can also host you. It is just the environment. Just like when you live in an environment where people are wanging you wang. Yeah? When you live in an environment where only when Jerumani wako, you cannot wang like me. We cannot even develop as a group. Because first of all, you want competition. Secondly, you're not happy for anybody. You have never seen me. You only see me on a glass on your phone. That's where you see me. On a glass on your phone. You are wherever you are, but you're feeling jealous of a kitchen that you're seeing on a glass. Maybe it doesn't even exist. Like me, I don't even exist. Only on the screen here you see me. After that, I don't exist. I'm only available on the internet. When I switch off this thing, I'm introvert. Like, I don't even talk. Introvert. Unbelievable, lakini ukweli. People who know me out here behind this thing. Introvert. But on the internet, I'm extrovert. That is why I'm telling you, I don't exist. Abiruga man internet ka kwa chuna. Tati motija katiko ta ade akmade. But kidwa cha compete kolele cha street, imagine your own issues. Yeah? Yani kata mana koma bete niko kata mana laptop nani wangoi pina ne mana glass. Facebook is a world that is not even there. It is fantasy. You are in this world now because I'm talking and you are like this. Just do me a favor. Get your eyes out of your phone and look outside. Are you seeing Facebook? Me, I'm not seeing Facebook anywhere. Even on the map of the world, I'm not seeing Facebook anywhere. Only when I come back here. This is what is imprisoning me and giving me bitterness. This is what is giving me stress. My phone. And now you have seen Facebook. You're on Instagram. You're saying, hey, this, you forget about the whole world that is here. You forget about your house. You forget about your garden out there. You forget about your food you are here. You are. How can she? This is now thing that is disturbing you. This is your problem now. Things that don't exist. Trying to please people who don't exist on the internet. Oh, my husband, my wife, my this, my that, my lovely, my what, my this brought me, oh, happy babe. Here. And maybe that's your husband, babe. He's sitting there and you have not talked for 100 years. Maybe he even moved to his another house. And your quote is in Facebook. And you just have to make yourself valid every day. You have to remain on your left level on Facebook. You have to, no matter what is going through your life out here, you have to, you have to, Facebook, so you're the queen. And your life is miserable behind Facebook. Very miserable. Facebook, you are the boss now. Mark Zuckerberg afadhali. You rule, you are the admin over Facebook group, Joadu. You cannot even take time to make lunch for your family. Because you have to check what is happening in this group. You have to accept visitors, to accept new people who are joining the group here. You are the president of a group on Facebook here. You have to. You're busy, man. You don't even see life. No. Mon. Beduru mos. Just break your phone and live your life. Jothum. Kin talent. Ka in talanta. Maruer kama. Wendi probedo marketed. Wendi ibro nge. Joramogi bro go Wendi. Jololwe bro go Wendi. All those FM stations like Kamadala Yomi Gori Kuchote bro go Wendi. Wendi bro nge. One YouTube. One get as far as Tumbe. Or someone what do we your hangla? We want the idea YouTube to go Wendi to you don't give me uno. To watch nani paroninya diaspora nyaka emi worship. Njo diaspora rulo uma ili filmani ko kilungo nyingane radio. Ko kitima to song ni no biwinjre. Tumbi kam meet biro winjore. Mon diaspora gi. Uketo utegi. Uketo maisha gi. Uketo na yitindigi maisha. Uketo their future. Uketo their family relations. Uketo ni catch uloko patch gi patch gi todo kuomu. Odok mana kuomu ni catch gi to momo gi winj nyingi kiwere radio. Gi paro ni ka nyingi winj radio to koro mine gi mane gi weda na mano chulo pesa mang'eny katero gi somo loka ka. Bro winjo ni nyame nyitindgi koro have made it. Nyathino make it. Nyathino wero mana radio Kenya tinde. Nyathine ni loka nyathine winjo mana radio Kenya. Nyathine has made it. Ya Joadu en aibu. In fact, dako ma nyathine no di somo mo yudo PhD gango ko winjo ka nyathine lungo radio ni lungo nyinge with no reasons. Mama wapenya moko ngoni ya to giweri gane tima ngo. Giweri gane tima ngo. What is the reason why you are being sang? Ango mi se time penyini. Makonyo kata mon kata bana widows moko kata mana orphans. Ango mi weri ne. Ango mi se time penyika. Anera duoko gani mama. Aketo thumbegi onge peny ngima emomiyo giweraga to into you. What will you tell your mother? She calls you and asks, Asito Dale, my neighbor told me, who told me that your name is on the radio in Kenya, Lolwe, Lake Victoria Radio. What have you done to them, sweetheart? Because when I was sending you abroad, even Luo you could not talk. How comes again 10, 16, 20 years later some Luo musician who I don't even know is singing about you? What has happened, or what don't I know that I need to know? What will you tell them? Will you tell them that, I was competing with some girl in Germany who has a white kitchen? Mama would ask me, were you in the same class with her? No, so code. Tukaringe kanye, where do you know her? Mama, I know her from Facebook. Facebook, no, is it a country? What will you tell your mother? So you've never met her. You don't know her personally. You just see her on this Facebook. Yes. And now you want to be like her because you see her on this Facebook. Yes, Mama, because she does this and this. Have you seen with your own hands? Have you seen one-on-one that she's done those things you're imagining she has done? How will you answer your mother? And by the time your mother is asking you all those questions, it's the shame that she has because of you. She's already having migraines because of what the whole village, the whole neighborhood, people who respected her for having paid a lot of money to get you abroad. And now their children are in Kenya, maybe, still in Kenya, but have big companies, driving big cars, have bought land, have mansions, and you are in America, you're being seen on Facebook in scandals by people who you saw as nothing, people who are your neighbors, but they had nothing. But when you see them, they have businesses, they go to Chama with women of class, they have their own houses in Nairobi, or in Kisumu, or in Mount Kenya, yet you still come and sleep in hotel, and you went to America first, or you went to Germany first, or you went to Sweden first. And all you can pride in is that I came back and married an Ohangala. Those are the things you can pride in. There's no way. Somebody's in the diaspora, overseas, far away in New Zealand, career women, doctors, with a family and everything, and coming to Facebook and is saying they're Ohangala managers. Where do you get that time? How again does somebody all the way from America, somebody all the way from England, somebody all the way from Sweden become a manager of a person who is living in Siaya, Awelo Siaya, making music of Nyatiti? How again does somebody who is living in America be their manager? A manager is always somebody who is working close with you. If a musician is in Siaya, should be having somebody like Callisto or Wino to be their manager, because they can meet every day. Callisto can organize for them a gig. They are one-on-one and they go together. But I cannot be your manager and I'm in Germany and you are in Kenya. It doesn't work. Unless you're just trying to be a pair, trying to be a couple under the name manager. Even our biggest musicians that we know, Beyonce, their managers are in the US. If we have, like in Germany here, we have like a musician called Sarah Connor. Her manager is here with her in Germany. Most of these musicians, especially women, they have their husbands as managers, or their uncle, or their lawyer or something. You saw even Akode and Neliox, because she needs him to go with him to these gigs, to organize everything, to talk the business, to sign papers. How again am I going to perform in Luo Festival in Kenya? I'm going to perform in Luo Night in Kenya. I'm going to perform at a funeral, and my manager is in the US. People, if you're falling in love, you just fall in love in peace. And you tell the wives of these people. People are blaming other people who are very innocent, and you know very well you're hiding under the name of manager. You can't manage somebody who's far away. Long distance relationship is just hard. Even in marriage, you're married to a man and you live in Uganda and the man lives in South Africa. It is hard to manage him. You cannot manage one another because we're far from one another. It's not possible. So what kind of managers are these? You people, I'm not beginning of which were Dasta. People who are good friends to such people. People who are friends to Diaspora and girls who behave like this. People who are friends to these musicians. Talk to them and tell them that life is short. Life is short, and there's nothing as important as family. The family that you have quarantined with is your family. People who are away from you at this time of quarantine are just but people who are in your life, but not really as number one as the people you're with in your house during quarantine. Stop looking away from what you already have. Stop admiring things that are very far from you. Enjoy what you have, because you never know how long you'll have it. Diasporan women, you can't be so blessed. You're living abroad. You're blessed. And your head is somewhere else 24 hours a day. Clean that your kitchen that you have. Stop looking at Terry Nyanya's kitchen. Terry Nyanya cleans her kitchen. Don't think it just happens. I clean my kitchen. I clean my windows. It is not falling from heaven. It's just a matter of cleaning, taking care, wiping, doing this, doing that. In koi kitchen rachnima di binega kata. To ibe you have your hands, you can also do it. Why am I disturbing you so much? This kitchen was measured. For this kitchen to be designed to fit in it. The corners were measured. This was measured. If you want to buy a kitchen, even if you go to IKEA or you go to another shop, they have to come or ask you for measurements of your house to come and make you the design that fits your house. Most houses in Europe, like they say, already have kitchens, yes, but they are cheapest because people who own houses, who rent houses out, they buy the cheapest stuff to rent out, so that when the tenant comes in, then if they have money, they can change what they want to change. But let nobody lie to you that when you come to Germany now, you will find a house, you find everything looking like this, even fruit standing there. Anguma timo uga, ero COVID-19 edinti wantira otwate. Mikeluru kitchen, swatimuru kitchen challenge wa mondo. Ubi ukele kitchen de umuwato gani, ni Terry is idol, Terry kiango, anaringa na yo kitchen yake. This is the best room in my house, mahero. Omiyo wea uru ofisane. One, two, go.